So, continuing with our college football segment of the day, we're going to go into our draft analysis. I mean, when you talk about the 2022 draft, you cannot talk about that with recognizing the Georgia Bulldogs. 5 defensive players drafted in the first round, and the most players drafted in a single draft. The previous record was 14, but Georgia had 15 players drafted, which is honestly just a crazy number. I mean, that's more than half of your starting offensive and defensive lineups.
Yeah, most definitely. I think this year was most definitely the year of the defensive draft. I think we saw a bunch of defensively talented players, a bunch of athletes that can absolutely get after it on the defensive side of the ball. And so we're going to start with our defensive rookie of the year predictions. And I think this is kind of stock, but my defensive rookie of the year prediction for right now is Aiden Hutchinson. I think he was really the most complete pass rusher we saw come out of the draft. And everybody knows he's going to be good at the next level just because of his level of play at Michigan. And then some of my dark horses this year are Sauce Gardner from the Jets. I think he's got a good coach in Robert Saleh, and he's paired with another rookie, Jermaine Johnson, that they picked up later in the draft. And then a few more of my dark horses are Kyle Hamilton and George Karlaftis. Now, Kyle Hamilton, he's an all-around beast that can get around the field. We saw this in Notre Dame as he absolutely showed his talent. And then George Karlaftis, this is my big sleeper of this draft. I think George Karlaftis is a solid pass rusher. And he's also going to be playing by Chris Jones his first year, so I think he'll be able to rack up some stats. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. My defensive rookie of the year is tied between Aiden Hutchinson and Derek Stingley Jr. I mean, we know that Aiden Hutchinson has already solidified himself as a great pass rusher. I think in the next couple of years, he can be on that level with T.J. Watt, prime J.J. Watt. I mean, he just seems like one of those guys. I mean, we know that Michigan pass rushers have a strong and long tradition of being basically that guy whenever they get to the league. And I mean, Derek Stingley Jr., he's coming from DBU. I mean, you know, those LSU defensive backs always show out when they get to the league. I really have high hopes for this kid. My dark horse is Jordan Davis. And the only reason he's my dark horse is because generally defensive tackles do not get the love that they deserve. They mostly give that defensive rookie of the year to defensive ends or players who are racking up those big numbers. But I think Jordan Davis, with his size and speed, I mean, I believe he ran like a 4.8 40 at the combine. I think he can really come in and be that guy. My dark horses as well is, like Caleb was saying, I think George Karlaftis could have a really good season. I mean, excited to see how he develops in the NFL, and also excited to see how Sauce Gardner plays. I think that kid's really great. He has a lot of fire behind him. Super electric player. In my opinion, I think the offensive rookie of the year, this could be a hot take, is going to be Sam Howell. I mean, he kind of fell in the draft. I mean, this wasn't really a QB-heavy draft, not tons of quote-unquote star players, but I really like Sam Howell. I like how he plays. I think he'll make a really big impact. But my dark horse is Chris Olave. I think he has a really good grit and grind to him. He's really, really fast, and I think he can make a really big impact. What's your opinion, Caleb?
I'm going to be honest, the Sam Howell take is quite hot. I don't really know how to react to that, if I'm being honest. I think he's a solid quarterback, but I don't think he's near the top quarterback in the draft. Yeah, definitely has to go to Pickett. But no, for my offensive rookie of the year, I had Drake London in Atlanta. I think he'll pair really well with Pitts. And since the whole Ridley situation is going on, I think he could definitely be a wide receiver one for them, catching the ball from there. Some of my dark horses for offensive rookie of the year, Christian Watson. He's now in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, and with the loss of Devontae, he could be really great for them. I mean, Watson's also 6'4" and runs a 4.3 40, so that doesn't exactly hurt him. And then another dark horse for me is Traylon Burks in Tennessee. He's another physical receiver, and I really think he can be a do-it-all guy for them, playing that kind of Devo. So,
who's your steal of the draft this year, Caleb?
My steal of the draft would have to be Jermaine Johnson. I feel like it's a little stock, but getting them in 26 when he's projected as far as top 5 in the draft, it's just an absolute dog. He's an athlete. I think some of the concern came from just his character and how he acts in the locker room, but I think as the draft went on, coaches stopped caring about that. So, but he's also really a good athlete. I think with some coaching, he could excel as a pass rusher. What about you?
My steal of the draft this year has to be Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton, I mean, 6'4", 220 safety. I mean, I think this dude could have been a top 5, top 10 pick. I think the only reason that he fell in the draft was because of his 40 time. But I mean, 6'4", 220, you're looking at middle linebacker to outside linebacker size at that point. I think this dude's a hard hitter. He's fast, including he can turn on the ball. I'm really excited to see what this kid does, and I think he can make a huge, huge impact in the back.
didn't exactly excite many coaches in the NFL Combine, but I feel like his play on the field, we saw it at Notre Dame. The kid makes plays. He has instinct. He does all the good things well, or all the right things well, and I think this will prove to be good for him at the next level.